StraightAllDay.com.
This drill series mixtape you're about to watch is going to be a series of moves where I'm going to be utilizing the bang bang crossover and a bunch of combinations out of that move, both for driving to the basket and shooting jump shots. So I'm be adding in crossovers, adding in and out dribbles. You got step backs, windshield dribble moves, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm not even going to say it all. I'm not going to verbalize it all because you can sit here and watch the video yourself. Now this drill series mixtapes, if you haven't seen them before, as I talk about, was where I take a series of moves that I do in a workout and I put it all together in one video so you can kind of see the sequence. You can see how one move can work off another, different options and ideas for counter moves. Understand there's infinite number of counter moves you can do for any move that you do, because any way that you do a move, you can always alter it. You can always create a counter with your different skills. You're only limited by what you believe you can only do or what you think that you cannot do. So each drill series mixtape, which you can see on my channel, I have a playlist called Full Workouts. You click on that playlist, you can see all the drill series mixtapes I put out. I've done some drill series ones such as this on the court, as you can see by the number of this series mixtape that this one is, and I've also done a bunch of off the court ones too. So you can see on the court and off the court full workouts. Of course, the thing that I've done the most is the individual moves or individual drills, exercises that I put out. Each one of these that you see in this drill series mixtape will come out individually by itself also. It may be out already, and it may come out after this by itself, but each one of these will have its own separate video at the same time. At the same time you're on my channel looking at the playlist, you can see I've broken it down even more into certain moves: behind the back, one hand under, in and out moves, jump stop moves, crossover moves. Of course, we still got the post moves, scoring moves, driving moves, shooting drills, ball handling. Everything is covered on my channel. Every aspect of basketball, from the mental game through everything physically you could possibly do in basketball, I have a playlist for it. It's covered. Also check out hoophandbook.com for any individual workouts for certain skills that you want to get. Every single thing is covered through this channel and through hoophandbook.com to become a better basketball player. All you got to do is access the information, and then you got to do the work. That's the hard part. Hit the thumbs up to like this video. If you got any questions, of course, you can leave those in the comments. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. So I'm starting off this move here. The bang bang crossover that's hard 2 times through the legs. Now I'm coming through one more time. I'm going into a big crossover from the left to the right. So bang bang cross. I'm going through the legs one more time to set up my move, and then I'm coming with a big crossover from the left to the right, getting to the rim, finishing at the basket. Coming on off the left hand, bang bang cross twice under the legs, through the legs one more time, set up my cross. I'm going right to left. Pay attention to my footwork, my hands, and my shoulders when I'm doing the crossover move. You want to get your body leaning in the direction that you're doing the cross to get that defender faked out. The nuances of how you're going to do the move really depend on you personally, how you like to do it, and also the success of the move all depends on if you get the defender faked out or not. So the way that you do it when you're practicing may feel great to you, but if it doesn't fake out the defender in live action, then it's not a great move. So only thing that is the success or failure of a crossover or any kind of fake move is that you actually deceive the defender. I'm setting up this with the bang bang crossover through the leg one more time, and I'm going to crossover left to right, and I'm going to pull up for a jump shot. So when I do this crossover, instead of leaning forward, which is going to send my momentum and my body towards the basket, I'm going to kind of stay parallel, kind of stay straight, so that when I do the crossover, I'm going in a lateral direction instead of going north and south. Going north and south is going to take me to the rim. Going in a lateral direction will create the space still, but it's going to take me to a jump shot. So I'm staying on that level plane, and I can raise up for the shot after the move. Now I'm coming in with the dribble on the left hand, the bang bang crossover. I'm going to go under my legs one more time, then I'm going to cross over from the right to the left, staying on a parallel plane. I'm going to move forward a little bit on this crossover, but I'm not leaning so much north and south, which would send my momentum towards the hoop. It's going to keep me parallel, which opens me up for a jump shot. I'm still creating the space. If that crossover gets the space that I want to create, I still had the space. I'm using it for a jump shot instead of a drive. Setup of this move is the bang bang cross. I'm going hard 2 times under the leg, coming through the leg again, a crossover, then a step back move. So I'm leaning in a little bit when I do the step back. So step back move is you're going to lean in a little bit as if to move towards the basket or to move towards that defender, which is kind of the same thing. And as you step in, that hard step with that one foot, you're going to lean all your momentum into it and bounce backward off your toes, going backwards, setting your feet and setting yourself up for the shot. As soon as you land on both feet, you're raising up and taking the shot off the step back move. Bang bang cross out of the left here. Twice under the legs, again under the leg, a crossover, step back move, and a pull up for the jump shot. So as I come in under my legs, so I'm going in twice, bang bang cross. I'm coming one more time, setting up my crossover, stepping hard with that right foot, using my momentum to bounce backwards. You see how I kind of stay on my toes throughout that step back move. When I land off the step back, you see I'm landing, I'm on my toes as I'm ready to raise up for my shot. On your toes is a quicker movement on your feet than if you're standing flat-footed. Then you have to move your whole foot. When you move quickly, you notice that you're moving on the balls of your feet, not on your heels, not on your arches. You're moving quickly on those toes, and that's what I'm doing in the step back. This time, starting off with the bang bang cross to set it up. I'm going to go through my legs and into a crossover move. That's my combo. And then I'm going to go behind the back, a flat behind the back move. So here's the crossover and a flat behind the back move. This is creating my space. So no matter where that defender is, even if they're right in front of me, that behind the back is a flat dribble. I'm not moving towards them, so they can't reach in for the ball because the ball's behind me, is being protected by my legs. Watch when I go behind my back. The ball's protected by my legs. They can't reach in there, and if they're close enough to be able to get that, you would have blew by him on the crossover initially. So remember that these moves are not prescriptions that you do exactly as it shows in the game. You can't think about it and plan it. You react in the moment. The more you practice, the easier it will be to react naturally with different moves, not just thinking of and planning a move. Out of the left hand, a bang bang crossover. I'm going to come under the legs, into another crossover, a right to left crossover with the ball in front of me. So it's a bang bang cross, under the legs, right to left cross, and a behind the back move. Notice I'm protecting the ball with my body. So at any point anyone wants to reach into the ball there, they're going to reach my body. And if they're close enough to get to the ball still with this behind the back move that I'm doing, then there was no need for the behind the back. What could have happened here is I can go right off of the crossover. You had to read and react in the moment. And it's not like a situation where you're thinking about it. It's not like a video game where you can pause and think about it. In a game, you just have to react naturally. And your natural reactions will improve the more you play and the more you practice. In a game, you're not going to go into a game thinking of this move and saying, all right, I'm going to try this move that I just got off Drake Baldwin's DVD mixtape. No, you're going to practice enough moves so in the game, they just come natural to you and you don't even have to think. You just do them. I'm going to use a snatchback move this time as I attack towards the basket, get my defender's momentum moving towards the basket, then I'm going to snatch him back. We call a snatchback dribble because I'm snatching that dribble back under my legs, send the defender back that way, but I'm snatching the ball back to me, snatching my momentum back, and raising up for the jump shot. Most important part about performing a snatchback move is to maintain your balance coming off of the move. So as you're finishing that dribble, you want to be in perfect balance. You can go right into a shot without any wasted motion. You see, once I pull that ball back through under my legs, I'm ready to rise up straight and hit a shot, and I'm comfortable shooting out of that position. So you find what works for you through practice, and then you're able to do it smoothly and cleanly. All that's left is just making the open shot. I'm starting in the left. I'm going to finish this move on my right. So I'm going to bang, bang, cross under the leg. It's a little hesitation there. Make sure I keep my hand to the side of the ball, not under it. So I'm not carrying or palming or traveling, whatever you want to call it. I'm not doing any of those things. So I'm keeping my hand to the side of the ball, not under the ball. Not having my palm facing up and my palm facing forward and to the side. And you see with that snatchback, you're getting low. If you look at my hands, if I was to pause this at any certain moment, you would see that my hand that's not dribbling could touch the floor. That's how low I am to the floor when I'm doing the snatchback dribble. Get low on that defender as if driving. Snatch that ball back under you. All that's left is a clean space for you to hit a shot. Starting with the bang bang cross, that's my setup. Now I'm going through the legs, so a left to right crossover, set up my footwork, and then I'm going into a right to left. So this is a double crossover move. As soon as I come off that first crossover, every foot movement I'm doing off that first cross is setting up the second cross for a double crossover. Watch it in full speed now. Cross, and I'm setting it up. It's a quick 3 steps, which gets into my next cross. But remember that this is a live dribble. You can do anything you want with your feet as long as the dribble is live. I can take 10 steps in between a bounce if I'm that quick, or I can dribble that high or that slow, whatever you want to do. As long as it's a live dribble, your feet can move however you want. Just notice that I'm setting up the crossover, the second crossover, in the midst of finishing the first crossover. Starting with the ball in my left hand now. Bang, bang, cross. Under the leg, I'm going to cross from right to left, then left to right. Notice my footwork, how I'm setting up the second crossover while I'm doing the first. So watch as I do the first, left, left, and I'm crossing right back over. My footwork out of the first one is getting an anticipation for the second one. The defender doesn't notice, only you notice as you're doing the double cross. If you're playing against a defender that has seen a lot of crossover moves, they may anticipate your crossover. They may react and recover quickly from a crossover move. So the double cross gives them something else to worry about. Setup move, the bang bang crossover. Through the legs again. I'm going to take one rhythm dribble as I attack towards the basket, and then I'm going to use the spin move. Gathering, staying balanced as I go through this spin. Notice I'm not falling all over the place as I gather from my spin. I'm there on 2 feet. I know exactly where I am on the floor. I can orient myself as soon as I turn around. Before I turn around, I'm ready to orient myself because I know where I am. All I got to do is raise up and finish the play. So I go in, spin move, land on 2 feet there. Some people like to land off 1. You can, if that works for you. Whatever you got to do to finish the play. You can do a spin move going off your left hand. You got to be able to do a spin move going off your right. So I'm going to bang, bang, cross through the legs, attacking to the right, a dribble, rhythm dribble to get my balance there. Turning off that spin move, I'm orienting myself, which means once I come out of that spin where I don't see the basket for a split second, I know where I am on the floor without having to pause and think, and I can raise up and hit a shot because I know I can make a shot from there. I just got to know that I'm there, if that makes sense. And I can hit a shot from there as I'm gathering out of my spin off the right, same way I sprint off my left. Bang bang cross is my setup. I'm going through the legs and a windshield. So it's bouncing one time towards the middle of my body, that center line of my body, and I'm coming right back with the same hand to the outside of my body, dipping my shoulder, dipping my hips, getting low, and driving to the basket off of that second bounce. Boom, boom. As I go in, I'm taking one more dribble, getting to the rim and finish. Watch how I do that windshield. One dribble in, one dribble out, and I'm attacking that way, getting low. Watch how I get low on the second dribble as I attack. My shoulders are dropping, my hips are dropping, I'm getting towards the basket. All that's left is the finish. Starting my dribble on the left, I'm going to finish in my right. Bang, bang, crossover, through the legs, windshield. One dribble in, one dribble out, get low. Notice on all these driving moves, when I'm finishing my windshield dribble, see how my left shoulder is dipping towards the floor. That's where I'm going to get past my defender. I want to aim that shoulder for my defender's hips. If I can get that low and I can get to that position, I'm going to beat that guy to the basket. Now, there may be other defenders, but to beat that guy in front of you, you got to get lower than the person that's guarding you. And that's what you're doing here. So as I do that second windshield dribble, watch that left shoulder dip as I get into the rim and finish. Maybe other defenders, as I said, that's why we have floaters. That's why we got runners. That's why you're athletic. You can dunk. You can lay it up. Do what you got to do. Just finish. Now I'm going to use a series of very quick rapid-fire dribbles here. Bang, bang, cross. Through the legs. Pound cross. Finish at the rim. So a pound dribble is just a straight up and down dribble, but it's low and it's quick. It's a hard dribble. It's as if you're just dribbling in place as hard as you can. That's a pound dribble. Pounding the ball. Bang, bang, through the legs, pound, cross. As I do that pound dribble, defender has to respect that hand I'm dribbling the ball in. To my left, then I'm crossing back over to my right quickly. This is a low and quick crossover. It's not the bigger Allen Iverson type crossover. This is the low and quick crossover. Rapid fire, get to the rim, and finish. I'm going to begin this move in the left. Bang, bang, crossover. Through the leg, pound, cross, right to left. Pound cross doesn't have to be a certain width. What you're looking for here is quickness and change of pace from how you begin the move. You want to be quick, and you want to use your handling ability on this move. So bang, bang, cross. Through the legs, pound, cross, and go. After you come off that through the legs dribble, there's a slight hesitation. You see I raise up just a little bit, and then I get low again quickly and explode past the defense. That's the key to the move. I used the windshield dribble before to set up my drive. Now I'm going to use the windshield dribble to set up a shot. Windshield dribble is working the same way as an in and out dribble would work in this case. I'm going in, out, and I'm raising up and shooting. The difference is the windshield is 2 bounces while the in and out is 1 bounce. There's no need for you to only be able to do one or only always use one or the other, because a defender that's experienced, once they see you use a move, they're going to be ready for that move. So you got to have something else that you can show them, a different technique. You don't plan moves, but you have to have different techniques to use. The defender's not going to let you keep doing the exact same move over and over again on them. No defender, I don't care who it is. Maybe a certain technique, like if you can shoot, but as far as doing a move such as what you see here, you're not going to pull the same move off over and over and over again against the same guy. You got to have different options. So the windshield bounce, I'm stepping back as I do the windshield, and I'm pulling up and hit. With the dribble on my left, bang, bang, crossover. Through the legs, windshield dribble, which is opening up the space. Sending that defender to the left, ideally, and I'm going to raise up on my right. Because the windshield dribble, my first bounce is leaning in towards my left with my right hand. Then I'm bringing it back to the outside with my right hand. See how I lean into the left? I'm finishing on my right side, and then I raise up to hit the shot. All you got to be able to do is make that shot. Now I'm going from a narrow move to a wide move. A pound cross here, and then I'm coming big crossover left to right and finishing. So I showed them the pound cross. What I'm showing the defender here is a low, quick crossover in the pound cross, which is, you see it when I'm pounding it, I'm doing a quick cross, then I'm going to give them the big cross. That's the change of pace that I'm using on this move. So you don't have to be extremely explosive or more explosive or quicker than the guy guarding you. You just got to use deception. Show them something short, then give them something wide, fool the defense, and that's how you're going to beat him. Coming in with a quick pound cross, and then watch how the right to left crossover is a wider move. So I'm showing them a tight move with the pound cross. I'm keeping that crossover tight to my body, and then I'm giving them a wider cross. This is the deception that you're going to use on the defense. So this move is not about being faster or quicker, because there's always going to be somebody faster, somebody quicker, somebody longer, somebody bigger. Using deception, you get them thinking and expecting one thing, and you show them something different. The element of surprise. This is how you beat people off the dribble. I'm going to double up on my in and out cross move here. So I'm going to do an in and out cross starting in my right hand, in and out cross, then an in and out cross out of my left hand, and pull up for the jump shot. So starting in the right, ending in the right. In both of these moves, you want to keep them tight, keep them low, and keep those dribbles explosive. Notice how I'm keeping that ball below my waist, right at my knee level basically, or my lower thigh level the entire time that I'm dribbling. Keep it low, keep the dribbles quick, and be quick in raising up for your shot off of the move. That's the key to finishing it. As I showed you in part 1 of this move, it's important to be able to raise up and finish a shot off of the move. If you watch my footwork the entire time of this move, I'm keeping my steps wide enough that the defender has to respect that and be able to play both sides of me, but not too tight and I'm not covering a lot of ground. See, I'm covering ground because I'm keeping my feet wide enough that I'm in attack mode as far as driving goes, and as far as making a play. They have to respect what I'm doing. As long as I keep my handles low and tight, they got to respect my dribble. If they reach, I'm taking whatever opening they leave when they reach and going. Don't plan moves, just react. Now I'm going to use that in and out cross 2 times. I'm going to drive this time. In and out cross. You notice after that second cross, I'm dipping my left shoulder because I'm driving to my right. I'm dribbling the ball on my right. So I'm going to dip with the left, get past that defender. I want to be low enough that if I wanted to, I could touch the floor with my left arm. That's how low that I want to get when I'm attacking the defense. Get low, get past them, and finish. Driving left this time. In and out crossover. Keeping it low, keeping everything tight. You notice how I'm just doing 4 quick, rapid fire dribbles. I'm starting in a raised up position. You notice how I approach the imaginary defender. I'm raised up. I'm standing up almost. Now I'm going to get low. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 5th is the rhythm dribble to explode to the rim. So I'm showing up defender 4 dribbles. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Let's take a look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gone. Finish. You want to add a guaranteed 10 inches to your vertical, not a maybe 10 inches, a guaranteed 10 inches to your vertical. Go to dreallday.com/jump. Get the jump manual. When you get it, I'm going to give you 5 free hoop handbooks or any free DVD. All you got to do is email me the receipt. dreallday.com/jump. Get your bounce up.
This is TT from New York. Nike, swoosh all day. Work on your game.